Thank you very much. Honorable Executive Mayor, Mr. Gregory Ntaratisi, members of the Executive Council, Chairperson of Free State Salga, Councillor Dr. Bungani Matai, Diplomatic Corps, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, also my fellow panelists here. It is a great honor for me to join with this very important forum, that is Mangau Metropolitan Summit, with a view to strengthening, maybe to exploring, developing and strengthening any possible cooperation with Mangau, particularly in business, investment, trade and tourism. Allow me to make a presentation on doing business in Indonesia. Maybe the first part of my presentation will cover a short background on Indonesia, and then bilateral trade and tourism, important commodities of Indonesia, batik, coffee or madi basah, investment and state-owned enterprises, tourism in Indonesia, super priority tourism destinations, and promotional event, that is Indonesian Folk Market and Indonesian Film Festival. I believe some of you know very well about Indonesia, but some know a little bit about Indonesia, and some maybe even may not know about Indonesia yet. Indonesia is located in Southeast Asia, between the oceans of Pacific and Atlantic, and connecting also the continent of Asia and Australia, with a total area consisting of 8.3 million square kilometers. It is an archipelagic state having 17,508 islands. If you, for example, spend to 5 islands a day, then you will take 9 years and a half to visit all Indonesian islands. Indonesia has about 282 million people with 340 ethnic groups and 718 local languages. The economic growth quite stable since 2015, as you may see from this chart, around 4%, and then only during the crisis it dipped until -2, but later on it rebounded 3.7, and then later on since 2022 until now stable in 5.03%, and the economic growth even surpasses the average growth of the global economic growth average, only 2.6%, and even higher among the middle income countries, average growth 4.5%. More and more Indonesia is moving to a service area or service sector, for example industri, because the Indonesian digital economy is among the fastest growing in Southeast Asia, projected to exceed 130 billion by 2025. IMF ranked Indonesia as the 8th biggest GDP in the world in 2024, and Indonesia member of G20 and recently BRICS country. Indonesia also classified as a newly industrialized country and upper middle income country since the 1st July 2023. Also, Indonesia has a variety of commodities, as you may see and read yourself, but at least Indonesia the largest producer in cinnamon, cloves, nutmeg, maize, cardamoms, and many commodities. And also Indonesia more and more rely on towards the industry. There are many industries in Indonesia, as you also see from this presentation: palm oil, petroleum, petrochemicals, LNG, vehicle, electronics, transportation, pharmaceuticals, and many things. And our trade relations with South Africa in 2024 reached 2.4 billion, increase from the previous year, which is 2.2 billion. Trade deficit still in Indonesia side. We exported 784 million. On tourism sector, we believe that Indonesia and South Africa will prioritize their tourism sector as one of the main drivers of its economy. In Indonesia, it contributed around 4% of GDP. And Indonesia receives more South African tourists in 2022, that is around 10,000. Indonesia visited South Africa, and in the same period, around 13,000 South African visited Indonesia. And in 2024, it almost tripled. The tourists from South Africa visited Indonesia reached until 33,000. We facilitate them by providing visa on arrival, and also available tourism deals. Indonesia also have an important and main commodity. For your information, Indonesia is coffee producer. There are a lot of variety of coffee from different islands, different regions in Indonesia. We exported coffee to many countries with a variety of taste and flavor. Maybe you could explore this in developing cooperation with Indonesia. And batik, batik we call it here is very popular as Madibasa. In Indonesia, based on the research, is indeed a tradition from Indonesia that existed more than around 2,000 years, and then brought by the traders. And until now, it is registered as one of the under the UNESCO. What is that? Later on in South Africa, developed well known as Madibasa since the visit of leader Nelson Mandela to Indonesia in 1990, when President Soeharto gave a souvenir on batik. In Indonesia, there are a variety of batiks that also have unique pattern and, of course, different meaning. Other important product is palm oil. Over the years, at least in the last 10 years, our export on palm oil to South Africa increased from time to time, and South Africa became important trading partner from palm oil. And I think we have this a good opportunity to explore cooperations, because for Indonesia side we are open even for the white label cooperations. It is open. And what do we know about the palm oil? Palm oil indeed has a very strong advantage in combating vitamin A deficiency. It is even 300 times better than tomato, 15 times better than carrots, and 44 times better than vegetables, as you also see from this. Investment is wide open, a lot of opportunity. This is, I just would like to show you one of the aspect of the investment, that is in Java. In Bondowoso, there is a seaport investment opportunity in which one of the company from South Africa, Albany Power Generation, is interested to invest in this project. And the return of investment is very promising, and now in the feasibility study process. Other areas is also I would like to inform about the other potential of cooperation. Indonesia has variety of state-owned enterprises, which is also very good. That is the Indonesian Shipbuilding Company, which we also exported to many countries. It produces a variety of ships and to be exported. And also in aviation industry, we call it as PT Dirgantara Indonesia. We already delivered up to 2023 467 aircraft with 50 worldwide customers. And Another important is on pharmaceutical, that is biopharma. This is also a very strong state-owned enterprises. It provides 70% of polio vaccines globally, and it already developed, it developed operations with counterpart in Africa, that is African, as well as BioVac, in advancing vaccines and producing technology. On tourism sector, of course, Indonesia has an extensive variety of tourism destinations, because as I mentioned to you that tourism plays a very important role in Indonesian economy. For this, the government sets the goal in 2026 until 2029 to make Indonesia as a world-class tourism destination. And how about the figure? The figure about the domestic tourist visit is targeted to reach 1.5 billion with a consistent annual growth of 8.5%. And tourism sector is expected to absorb 29 million workforces. So it is very important. Also, international tourist arrivals is projected to reach 20 million with a steady growth rate of 4.1% in after 2025. The revenue that we estimated is around $64 million. The estimated spending by domestic tourists is 2.6 million, maybe 150 US dollar per visit, and international tourists is around 1,600 US dollar per visit. The government set a top priority, we call it as a 5 super priority tourism destinations, in which government focus on developing and strengthening these tourism destinations, including the infrastructure and etc. And what are those? What are they? The first is Borobudur Temple. I believe that you know about this. This is the largest Buddhist monument to visit and located in Central Java. It is indeed was once registered as one of the 7 wonders in the world, under UNESCO. And then we also have Lake Toba in the super priority. This is extraordinary natural wonder of the world, the largest lake in Southeast Asia, and even one of the deepest lake in the world. It is located in North Sumatra. And the other one is Mandalika. Mandalika, Nusa Tenggara, is also a tourist destination that developed by the government. Currently, even the government developed a kind of MotoGP circuit that attracted so many foreigners, so many tourists to come, and as well as it was casted worldwide by so many media news. And Labuan Bajo, the other one, that is located in westernmost tip of Flores Island. It is very famous. One of the important point is about the location of Komodo dragon in this area, Labuan Bajo. And the other one is Likupang. It is also newly developed. Will stand you with marvelous and fast white clear seawater, as well as the very beautiful coral reefs underwater scenery. Of course, if you visit this one, you could enjoy that coral reefs. And how we promote this is what our activities, promotional activities that we organize annually in Cape Town, in Indonesian Consulate General. We organize Indonesian Folk Market every year, and then we organize also Indonesian Film Festival. We also showcase cultural performance, fashion show, and film screens. A variety of products is displayed and marketed, among other batik, palm oil, hemp products, culinary. Many vendors, businessmen from Indonesia participated in this event, including from Batik Chic, a famous batik brand batik from Indonesia. Also, International Calvé Pharmaceutical also participated in this. Also Indonesian Indofood also participated in this. We also facilitated business matching, and this event we believe is very effective for promotional activities. Of course, we would welcome if, for example, our colleague from Manggau could participate in this event, so we could collaborate step by step how to develop joint promotional activities by make use of the existing program. I think that will conclude my presentation. Thank you.